Hello and a very warm welcome to a brand new edition of Aspire. I'm Vikram, here at the Taj Mahal Palace in Mumbai with another packed edition of the show. Here's what we've got. We bring you some innovative gifting ideas for babies and toddlers. We bring you all that's buzzing in the world of tech and tell you all about the Bio Flip, Sony's new Ultrabook. And if Bespoke is what you like, why leave behind shoes? We're going to tell you all that goes into getting yourself a pair of Bespoke shoes. But before we get down to any of that, here's the buzz of the week. If they were on sale, these pieces would cost a fortune. Heritage jewelry brand Ganjam has set up a private viewing of family archival jewelry at its newly opened boutique at Mumbai's Taj Mahal Palace Hotel until the 15th of February. There we spot pieces inspired by South Indian temple architecture. Like this, the Makarkanti, a ceremonial necklace worn by royalty and nobles of the court. The Talai Kuchu, a headband set in 22-karat gold with Burmese rubies in sun and moon motifs. This 200-year-old armlet, the Vanki, and the Simhakara with its lion face motif. In Paris, Cartier has its royal jewelry on display as well. If you happen to be there before the 16th of February, you get to see this 1936 tiara that Kate Middleton wore at her wedding with Prince Williams. Also Queen Elizabeth's personal favourite, the flower brooch. Even the Maharaja of Patiala's famous 6-layer necklace, estimated at around $50 million, among other prized jewels and watches. We're through with the country's largest auto expo. The biggest auto brands have launched their newest models. BMW raising the curtains on the i8, the M6 Gran Coupe, the all-new 3 Series Gran Turismo and the X5. German luxury car maker Mercedes-Benz had its share of launches with their armoured sports utility vehicle, the ML Guard, sports sedan CLA 45 AMG and compact SUV GLA model expected to hit the Indian market later this year. On its part, Audi showcased the A3 sedan and its cabriolet, expected to be priced only slightly higher than the Mercedes A-Class and the BMW 1 Series. But the brand that stole the thunder with its lineup is JLR. The big launch was the F-Type Coupe, on offer in 3 different trims. This is the 91st year of its existence, and the brand is celebrating it with the unveiling of its first crossover, the CX-17. Also, the long wheelbase version of the Range Rover, and for the first time, Jaguar displayed Project 7, a design study based on the F-Type model. The gentleman's shoe wardrobe has been ever expanding with the kind of fabrics used, the kind of leather, and indeed the designs that are available. Let's start with brogues. Well, this is one design that has never gone out of style and we doubt it ever will. This is an indispensable item in a man's wardrobe. You get yourself one either in a two-tone or a monotone and you can dress it up or down. Loafers, now they help you bridge the work-weekend divide with a formal yet fun look. You can get it in color, like this pair of purple tasseled loafers by Giorgio Armani. A pair of monk-strap brown leather shoes will always come in handy. Suede shoes? Well, these make for a perfect pair for the weekend. They're comfortable and casual, and you can play with the colors. With so much variety on offer, the question is, what can a bespoke shoe experience really bring to the table? That's what I'm here to find out. I'm about to meet Victor from Diamond Walker Shoes.
A gentleman who's willing to really push it a little bit more to the limits. You can actually have a lot of detail, go into a classic Oxford. Like instead of a plain Oxford, you can have a wingtip Oxford and maybe have it in half brogue, full brogue or quarter brogue. And what is even more interesting right now is people are starting to play with medallions on the front of the shoe. We encourage our customers to really explore the road less traveled by even going through details like maybe the stitching on the shoe. You can have it in red, you can have it in brown. So a lot has changed actually.
That's right. And to most gentlemen who come to you looking for that kind of variety in terms of what they're seeking in their shoes, Do they know where they're coming from and do they know what they want?
We have another subset of customers who come in saying that, look, I'm coming to make a pair of bespoke shoes and I really want to see what's installed and how bespoke can it be. So these customers to us are very interesting. The little details that goes into the shoe actually makes a lot of impact. Like somebody who wants a black pair, go for the red stitching as a detailing. So it's still very subtle, and if you should change your mind, you just apply some black cream over the red lines and the stitchings are gone.
I agree. The fun with Bespoke is the extent to which you get to experiment. And Victor is good at enticing his customers to go that extra mile with their shoes. Alright, I can't wait to get down to business when it comes to getting my own pair of bespoke shoes. My idea is to kind of get myself, the Oxfords have always held their charm, so you can't move too away from it. But I'd like to make it more contemporary.
Certainly.
So how does one go about it?
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're willing to experiment. Otherwise, you'll be quite a simple process. We first understand your feet, right, and measure them up, and then put you through a fitting process.
The measurement process is the first step, no pun intended, and this to get that perfect pair of bespoke shoes. Sizing up each foot to understand its structure, because as I realized, one foot can be bigger than the other. The foot is drawn out and measured for length and width. Measurements duly noted, you get to try out a pair close to your size.
Okay, Vikram, I want to take a walk.
And here's where you figure out the exact fitting of the pair of shoes that's going to be made for you.
Is it snug or
It is snug.
Snug.
The expert does a quick check of the length, the tightness on different parts of the foot, whether it's snug or not, and indeed, the general comfort.
It's nice and snug.
What about this area?
That is the tightest part.
I pretty much like what I'm wearing and ask him to go ahead.
Yeah, I like it. It's giving me height. So measurements done, Victor. Now
Great.
it's about choosing the kind of leather that's going to make this pair of shoes.
All right.
My idea is to get a classic wingtip, which Victor tells me easily transits from a day to evening pair. With that idea in place, we browse through a kaleidoscope of leather swatches to get to the one that I've been looking for.
The color combination is very important.
I've been looking for an oxblood red for some time now.
Great.
But I'd want to try out different tones with it. So what would you suggest?
Victor pulls out an oxblood red swatch, just the kind that I had in mind. He convinces me to go for the lighter shade of red to give my pair of shoes an edge when it comes through finely. He suggests that I combine it with black mock rock leather that'll run all around the shoe till the back, and the red will take up the vamp for a classy dual-tone effect. On his iPad, he shows me a picture of what my final pair of shoes is going to look like.
Full wingtip Oxford.
I'm excited by what I see at least, and I'm told that once it's stitched and ready, my shoes will arrive at the Heel and Buckle store at the Palladium Mall in Mumbai, from where I can collect it.
That's your pair of shoes, sir.
Thank you. Can I try them on?
Surely, take a seat.
The pampering and the exclusivity of a bespoke pair of shoes is only one side of the story. On a more practical level, you get exactly what you want. Like I wanted an oxblood red, but nothing that was too in your face so that I could wear it at soirees and parties, at a slightly formal event. That's exactly what I get. And also, they account for the various nuances of your feet so that it's a good fit and you're feeling comfortable all the time. But besides that, if you're vertically challenged, just the way I am, they also give you some padded heel inside. It's a little secret, but when you stand really tall, which in my case is altogether good. When you have shoes as exclusive as these, you want to make sure that you take good care of them. In fact, I know of a shoe care service at the Taj Mahal Palace in Mumbai called the John Lobb Service. Perhaps we can take a few cues from them.
British luxury shoemaker John Lobb is part of luxury brand Hermes, and they have a fair sense of how to look after your favorite pair of shoes. All the products they use have natural minerals. In a process that lasts about 30 minutes, the shoes get thoroughly pampered. The dust is first brushed off and then cleaned with a welt brush. Bring on the shoe cream next. If you want to preserve the original color of your shoes, be sure to choose a lighter shade of cream. Of course, applying the cream is an art in itself. The parts of the shoes that are most flexible should get the bigger chunk of cream. Once the cream dries off, the shoe is polished with a brush to get the luster. If you like the shine on your shoes, then you can leave it at that. But if you want to enhance it, then apply a coat of wax, which also protects your shoes from water. Leave the wax on for 10 minutes to let it settle on the leather. And finally, a glove to give it a nice scrub. Eventually wrapped in a shoe bag, the glistening shoes are delivered. Think of it as a day out at the spa for your shoes.
Now, most of us have this increasing fondness for shoes, but then there are celebrities out there who are taking it up a few notches. I know at least of one basketball player who's got a wardrobe of shoes which is nothing short of a museum. And he's got entry to it, which is exclusive. He's got fingerprint access.
Paris Hilton may have what is best described as Shoeland, with more than 1,000 stunning pairs of shoes. Ditto for Mariah Carey, who seems to have turned a room in her New York apartment into a boutique that holds a good portion of her 1,000-pair collection. TV's it girl Kim Kardashian swears by one brand, Christian Louboutin, with the brand tally now running at 224. And look, a whole mountain of shoes. Victoria Beckham piled them up when it came to contributing for victims of Typhoon Haiyan. In the heap, shoes by Dolce & Gabbana, Jimmy Choo and Roberto Cavalli.
Stepping it up in style. On that note, let's take a quick breather here on this edition of Aspire. When we return, we're telling you about gifting ideas that are pretty exclusive for toddlers and kids. Also, all that buzzing in the world of tech. The hybrid design gets another twist, this time from Sony.